Your Honor, my sister Linda and I did not speak for several years. I regret that more than you can imagine, now that I lost her. I see so much of Linda in my niece, Langston. And I see a way to help repair the damage of the past. Your Honor, if there's one thing I learned in the years I spent away from my family, it is that it is not just a duty, but a privilege. It is a privilege to preserve the family connections. I greatly appreciate Dr. Lord for giving my niece a good home since she lost her mother and father. But I can also give Langston a good home. She will be well educated. And I can offer to her something no one else on this earth can offer. The stories, the memories, to keep her mother, to keep her grandparents close to her. I can provide Langston with a family in the most true sense of the word.
Thank you, Mr. Montez. Now I'd like to hear from Miss Wilde's foster mother, Dr. Lord.
In this very courtroom, I was awarded legal guardianship of Langston Wilde. And while I have never tried to replace her biological mother, it was my honor to become a second mother to her. And she became like one of my daughters. So much so that I decided I wanted to adopt her, to make it legal, permanent. I discussed it with Langston, and she said that she felt the same way. And while I cannot provide memories of the past, as can Mr. Montez, I have brought her into a very happy and loving household with cousins and aunts, and we have created a lot of wonderful memories and will continue to do so in the future. So I'm sorry, I just don't get it. Mr. Montez is offering memories of Langston's mother, his sister, a woman from whom he was estranged for 20 years. So Langston may not have my blood, but she has my heart. And that is a bond that nobody has the right to break.
Dr. Lord, Mr. Montez, thank you both for your statements and the information you provided. If there's nothing else,
Your Honor, may I say something since everyone's talking about my life and my future?
Of course, Miss Wilde. Please, be seated.
Two years ago, I thought I lost any kind of family that I had forever. And then my uncle walked into my life. And in a way, he brought my mother back to me. Because now I have someone to ask all the questions that I'll never get to ask her. I want to hear more about the stories of my mother and of our family. And I want to see the pictures. I want to get to know my uncle better. But the person who has become a huge part of my life and who saved me from terrible loneliness is Dorian. And I want to live with her. I want her to be my mother.
Thank you for your statement, Miss Wilde. I'll take it into consideration. And now, I'm going to my chambers to review all of this material and your statements, and then I'll deliver my decision.
All rise.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Hey, I've been trying to call you.
I need to see you, Marco. Right away. Thanks for what you and Marco did.
It just didn't seem fair. Langston's at the courthouse. Her uncle is trying to take her away from Dr. Lord.
Is it going to go our way?
I've never dealt with Judge Jenkins before, but Dr. Lord is a powerful person in town, and she made a good case.
Tell me we're going to win this.
I would, if it were any other judge. You can never predict what Jenkins will do. But we have a very strong case, and Jenkins should take Langston's wishes into consideration.
All rise.
Okay, come on.
Please be seated. I've gone over the cases presented by both petitioners, and I've reached a decision. Miss Wilde's statement makes it clear that Dr. Lord has done a fine job of caring for her foster child. That said,
Our apologies, Your Honor.
What are you doing? This schoolhouse trying to take away custody from you.
may I continue?
Yes, indeed. We're so sorry, Your Honor. It's just that Langston's family wanted to be here for her.
As I was saying, Dr. Lord very ably cared for the minor in question. But placement with a fit and responsible relative is always desirable. There is no substitute for an ongoing relationship with a close family member. The goal of this court is to preserve families whenever possible. Therefore, my ruling is that Langston Wilde will hereby be placed in the custody of her uncle Ray Montez.
What?